They're learning from you. They like what you're doing. They're inspired by you. We're learning very quickly, like, this is real work.
Welcome to Online Gravy.
There's too much sauce online for you to be broke.
What's up, guys? It's Elmer and Omar from Online Gravy. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you're new. We just here to basically tell you guys how to make money online and show you guys how to reach other people online. And we going to take y'all through the journey. So that's basically the idea for this channel.
Yep. So, what we want to talk about now is like, it's a lot. And this is, I think this is the best heads up I could give to somebody who's venturing into this, is that it is a lot more work than you think it is. Mm-hmm. It's like whatever amount of work you think you're going to put in, multiply it by 50. So the thing is, what we realize is that there's a lot of easy way to do things, but you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. You have to have a certain level of commitment. You have to have a certain level of discipline and work ethic. Like, you really got to put in work. Like, the potential payoff is huge. The potential, what you could get out of investing your time in starting an online business, starting a blog, starting a YouTube channel, investing in crypto, doing Facebook, Amazon, whatever it is. The potential payoff is huge, but it takes work, it takes focus. Mm-hmm. And we're realizing that through trial and error, and also through doing things an easy way first, and realizing that if we really want to achieve our goal, be as big as we can be authentic, adding value to people's life, because if people are going to follow you, if they're going to consume your content, it's because you're adding value to what they're trying to do. They're learning from you. They like what you're doing. They're inspired by you. We're learning very quickly, like, this is real work. This is real commitment. This is real hours. This is real elbow grease. And so there's several times that we planned that we were going to do like a bunch of things for the day. And we realized that we can only focus on one thing today, because if we're going to do this right, we're going to have to put our energy in this one thing. And we thought, like, okay, we're going to just like, oh yeah, we got like 5 hours that we're working on this. So we're just going to spend some time on the social media. We're going to just do some videos. It don't work like that. We start on one thing and then we just enter this rabbit hole where we need to fix this, we need to fix that, we need to fix this, we need to fix that, we need to fix this. And then you realize like 3-4 hours has passed by already and it's still not done.
Yeah, exactly. So, Omar was talking about just putting in the hard work. Today we was just trying to make sure that our social medias were correct and maybe shoot a few videos. But by the time we got done doing the social media, we 2-3 hours in and we wasn't even really done yet. We still got other social medias that we got to reach out to. So I noticed that like throughout this journey is that, or anything, because I have my own, you guys don't know, I have my own clothing line, that whatever you think, you're going, like how Omar said, whatever you think you're doing and you think it's going to be easy, it's not going to be easy. Nothing that you do in life is easy. Nobody made $1 million easily. It's just unless you got a little scratch off ticket, other than that, if you're trying to grind your way to $1 million or whatever goal you have to grind for it. And me and Omar are making sure that we take the right steps in order to get to that point. We're making sure that we're taking our time, because if we're doing something and it's not right, we're not going to move on, because it's no point. It's no point of moving on when you're doing something and everything else is messed up. You're just digging yourself in a bigger hole if you really think about it. Some people, they try to like avoid the bad stuff by just moving on to the next thing. Like, we could have easily just made another video to not have to deal with all the social media stuff, but at a certain time, we're going to have to get to the social media, because that's how we get into y'all. We reaching y'all through YouTube, we reaching y'all through Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, all these different apps. So we got to make sure that whatever we're doing, that we're making sure that we're taking our time with it. It's good to set goals, like saying, oh, we're going to do this amount of videos today, but if you run into a situation where you're taking a little bit more time on something, don't rush the process. Don't think because you only plan on spending 2 hours to record videos and then it's going on 3 hours. You're like, oh shoot, let's stop recording. Let's get to the social media. Like, you gotta, whatever you want to do, like, you gotta make sure that you're taking your time, make sure that it's best as possible. Like I said, me and Omar are not trying to be super perfect, but we're at the same time we're trying to be the best as we can because we know we want to grab you guys' attention. We want to add value to you guys. There's no point of going on to the next subject, going on to anything if we have right here is not already set up. So anybody, I'll just say the biggest thing I can, advice I can give you guys is that when you're starting out, make sure that you're not taking any shortcuts, that you realize that what you're doing is really hard work. And that's the beautiful thing about our channel is that we're not putting this idea into your head that you're going to make $1 million the next day. Like, we're not putting that into your head. We're not saying this is easy money. This is going to make you rich in 2 weeks. Like, we never say anything like that. We always say, anytime we brought up money, we talked about how you had to grind for it. We talked about the process. We talked about all that stuff that's important, because a lot of people don't tell you that. You probably can go on YouTube right now and somebody's saying how to make $1,000 in a day, but they don't tell you about all the other stuff that they did to get to that point. They're just going to tell you the glory. So we want to tell you guys that, it's okay to mess up when you're doing something. It's okay to, if you're going to do something, just go hard in it. If you're going to mess up hard. So, you're not going to do it again. And you're not going to, you're not going to make the same mistake again. That's what me and Omar are doing. We're going hard at anything. We're putting out as many videos as we can, all that as we can, because so if we making a mistake, we can just point out in the beginning, because if we go by slowly, it's going to be a little bit harder to, pick out the mistakes and stuff like that. But I just want to say, you guys, if you're starting your own YouTube channel, you starting your own blog, make sure you take the time to put in the hard work. Make sure that you realize that you should not move on to anything else. Do not record another video when the last video you don't think it was that good, or don't make another social media, or don't be adding on to another social media if you don't think it looks that good. Like, just pay attention to little stuff like that, because little stuff like that is very important, and people don't really realize it until you're actually in the shoes or you're in the situation. Because a lot of times, me and Omar, we didn't realize how different our Pinterest was until we actually looked at it. We didn't realize the little small stuff that we should have fixed in the website until we looked at it. So you got to make sure that you're doing everything, that you're dissecting everything and all the stuff that you do in order to grow your channel.
Yeah, I agree completely. And we are, as you can, if you watch a couple of our videos right now, you can tell already that we are trying the shortcuts, because why not find an easier, efficient way to do things? But we're realizing, because of a lot of those shortcuts, we have to be doubling back and do it over. So we realize that it's best to just
you're wasting more time.
Focus and do the long version, the more in-depth, the more concrete, the more, it's a little bit more tedious way of doing it, but what we're doing, we're putting in the work up front, so that it can benefit us on the back end. So a lot of times we're trying to use like an app to make it easier, use like one thing that schedule a bunch of stuff that just it don't work. And it might work for some people, and it might work when we get bigger and we're more polished. But right now, starting from scratch, learning a lot of this stuff as we go along, we realize that it's man hours. It's no different than working a day job. It's no different than running a business. That's how you got to treat it. You got to treat it seriously. If you intend for it to benefit you seriously in the future, in the near future, if you intend to get a real income from your online prospects, the stuff that you're doing online, if you intend to generate real money, if you intend to really turn it into something and share your passion in a way that you get paid for it, you have to treat it like that. You have to show up to work. And the thing is, just the crazy thing about it is just like, you don't have somebody, the good thing, we have a partner, so we hold each other accountable. So it might be one day I don't feel like recording, and then I'm like, yo, let's get it. I feel like I don't want to let him down. I seem like I'm not pulling my own weight. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Or vice versa. But we hold each other accountable, and we support each other. And I think it makes it move a lot better. So maybe that's what you need to do. Partner with somebody. But remember, there's no boss over your head telling you you gotta post, you gotta edit your videos. So you gotta be driven from within. You know, you gotta be pushing yourself from within. So push yourself from within, put in the work, treat it like a 9 to 5 or treat it like you're running a business. And if you find it difficult to do that by yourself, do what I did and get a partner. Get a partner so you guys can feed off each other. You guys can learn from each other. You guys can push each other and just make it one big thing, you know? So that's what's working for us.
Exactly. So me and Omar, we're just realizing that we got to put the hard work in. You know, we all have our different talents and things like that. But I know from my personal experience, especially with playing with sports, like the person that works hard always comes out on top. I'm telling you, it don't matter how much talent you have. You got to make sure you're putting in the work. Make sure you're taking time. Make sure you're not rushing anything. So me and Omar, I think we're doing a pretty good job with just realizing that I don't think me and Omar so far haven't rushed anything. Like today, we didn't move on to anything else until we got our social media things set up. So make sure that everything that you do in life, anything that you're doing, trying to, you know, grow a channel or anything you're trying to do, make sure that you're taking the time to work hard and don't give up. Like I said, Omar said earlier that we don't have a boss hanging over our head. So sometimes it's kind of hard to, you know, if a boss standing over you, he's going to make you work hard. He's going to say, hey, do this, do that. We don't have that. So we're self-driven, we're self-motivated, and we're making sure that we're giving out the best stuff. And we're working hard. We know that if we do find a shortcut, of course you want to find shortcuts if you can, but we're realizing that the shortcuts aren't really helping us and it's making us seem generic. And literally us taking 2 hours of being, you know, just being organic. We literally tripled everything. Like, not even exaggerating. Like in an hour. Like imagine what we did today was better than what we did in the past couple of weeks. Like literally, like not even a full day. Not even a full day. No joke. Like a couple hours. So if you're doing something, if you are taking shortcuts, take a step back to be a little bit more organic, because you gotta, if you're using a shortcut app, most of the time, it's given a generic thing because they have to, the way the app's set up, they have to make it generic. So if you are being generic in certain ways, or you're not really being different in certain ways, just peep little stuff like that out, because small little changes like that can really make a big difference in your business. So, I mean, that's really all I had to say about that.
Yeah, that's it. I think we've said enough.
Yeah.
Just remember to like, subscribe, comment. We're going to keep it coming. Encourage us.
Mm-hmm.
Because no matter how hard you work, no matter how confident you are, sometimes when you get feedback that you're in the right direction, it helps, So
Mm-hmm.
let us know what you think. Comment. Keep it positive. And that's it.
Yes, sir. That's Elmer and Omar from Online Gravy. We out.